Hello, band parents. This is Mr. Allen. I just got home after the band parent meeting. I thought I'd record a quick recap for everybody just in case you missed a meeting or if you just wanted to hear this information another time. So I've got my little Chromebook here, got my dog. Let's go. Okay, so what does band do for my child? So, band is this wonderful thing that outside of math and science and everything you have at school, it's something that can reach your child in a truly unique way. And it's something that nothing else really can do the same job as. But some concrete things that it does. First of all, it makes your kid behave because band students must behave or they're not allowed to participate in the extracurriculars things. So you got to make sure that you're behaving, or else you're not going to get any of the other great things about band. In band class, we learn a lot about reading and comprehension and algebra. Believe it or not, we do a lot of math in band class. And lastly, they learn public speaking and performance. So if your child is shy, then the only thing you have to know is that they're going to be performing all the time and they're going to be working with their groups. So you're going to have a lot of public performance experience by the end of it. So a little bit about me. People at the band parent meeting, you didn't get to meet the dogs, but I'm Mr. Allen. I'm from Georgia, and I've been a teacher for 4 years, and 3 of those years at Georgia High, and I plan on keeping that going. So some band information. I'll attach this to the YouTube video, but just to let you know, when I first got here 3 years ago, the program was in shambles. We had 60% of our instruments broken, and now I've gotten that number down to about 2%. Almost all of our instruments are fully functional, and the ones that aren't, we're about to actually replace. So thank you, Albuquerque Public Schools. Oh my goodness, you don't want to tap that. Okay, so we performed at Music Performance Assessment in 2020, and the wonderful thing about that is it's kind of like a standardized test, but for band. We got an 80 out of 100. First time in school history we've gone, and we got a fantastic score. That's really great for us. So some plans for this year. First of all, field trips. We're going on a lot of field trips this year. Already, we have one planned for the 8th graders on October 21st. Past that, we have all kinds. We've got a lot of field trips planned. So stay tuned, and parents, if you want to chaperone for those, let me know, and we'll get you hooked up. We have 3 concerts this year. One during the holidays, one in middle of spring around March, and then one at the end of the year. We have our volleyball and basketball pep band. So for our more experienced students, I'll be sending out invitations for that. So 8th graders especially, you'll have the opportunity to do our volleyball pep band coming up in September. District honor band for excellent students. So if you are an excellent student and you want to excel in band, then there's the opportunity to apply for a district honor band, which is really cool. Then lastly, as I said, the first field trip, 8th graders, look out for it. October 21st, we're going to go hang out with the high schoolers over at Atrisco. You get to spend the afternoon with them, and then we spend the night at a game with them. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, just make sure you're on Google Classroom. Parents, they're all on Google Classroom, and that's where you will be able to see all their assignments. You also get to hear their assignments because part of it is them recording themselves playing. So I look forward to y'all getting to hear your kids with their playing tests. And then subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're here, good. Okay, dues. So all students owe $10 in dues for band. It's kind of like a class fee that I collect in order to pay for t-shirts and field trips and music. There's a detailed letter in the student handbook that I sent out that will cover exactly what dues are for, so make sure to look out for that. We'll keep going. So, this is the big one, and I will attach this presentation to the video. Getting an instrument. So, depending on what instrument you play, you might have to buy, rent, or get an instrument from the school. Now, if you are a percussionist, that means if you play drums, or if you are a baritone player, you don't have to worry about this part because you're not going to be buying your own instrument, at least not, I don't require it. But flute, saxophone, clarinet, trumpet, and trombone players, let's talk about the options. First of all, the best option is probably renting. For most people it is. It's around $25 to $30 a month at Bombs Music. And the thing about that is you not only get the rental, but you get the service. So if your kid accidentally steps on the clarinet, take it to Bombs, they'll get fixed. I recommend them. But there are several other stores in the vicinity that you can get that from. I'll send home students with an information sheet from Bombs. Buying. If you want to buy an instrument and you want to buy it used, I would suggest, the only pawn shop I would suggest is Valley Pawn in the South Valley. And I've gone to pretty much all of them and checked, and they're the only one with a dedicated instrument technician. So just whatever you do, if you buy an instrument, send me a picture first so I can guarantee that you're not wasting your money. Okay, and lastly, for buying, if it's less than $100 from Amazon, it's too good to be true, parents. Don't go for it. And if all of this is sounding like a bit too much, if it sounds like you don't want to rent or you can't buy, then I have instruments at the school. I don't have enough for everybody, and that's why I suggest the other two beforehand. But if you're in need, I'll get you a horn no matter what. So let me know, email me, or call me. So for supplies, there's a detailed supply list in the band handbook. But let's just go down. So everybody needs to have the Tradition of Excellence Book 1. It's got a red cover, and you can buy it either at Bombs or any other store in any other music store in the county, or on Amazon. You need to get that. It's where we're going to be reading for most of our material. We have a class set, but I can't let you take those home, so that's why you need to have one. It's $10. Next, Woodwinds. You're going to need reeds and cork grease. Altogether, that shouldn't be that much. I ask for you to get your own reeds because I can buy them and sell them to you, but that's not going to work. You want to have a box in the classroom with your name on it for when you need them. Brass. You just need to get some oil and grease. The details are in your handbook. And percussion, that's our drum players, they need snare drum sticks and a practice pad. Those are the two things they need. And we're about done here. Just first of all, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. But the last thing I need is not something for me. It's something for the kids, and that is the parent help. We get so much help from our parents with everything from our parents who chaperone on field trips, to the ones who pick up food for the pep band, to the ones who build things for our kids. In the presentation on the last slide, you can see some of the things that they've done, such as sewing covers for our instruments, putting up blinds in the band room so that our kids aren't blasted by the sun at the end of the day. There's lots of wonderful things that you can do for the band program, and all you have to do is reach out. Anytime that I need assistance, I'll send out an email. But if you have expertise, I would love to find some way that you can help improve the program, because that's really what we have here. We have a program we're all going to share, and the only way we can make it better is together. That's pretty much it. I will attach the PowerPoint presentation in the YouTube comments, so just look down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and kids, I will see you tomorrow or Monday, depending on what day.